Hi, my loves. I hope you're all doing well. I hope that you and your loved ones are healthy and, yeah, that you can somehow experience this intense time of change as a possibility to dive deeper into your very inner world and to get to know yourself and your values, yeah, a little bit better. Maybe this will not only bring a change to our mother planet Earth, but also to yourself, to all the people living on this planet, and their connection to the true matters and to our mother planet, our home, the Earth. So, today I don't want to talk about these topics, but I know it's still always in our mind because this is, like, yeah, what all the news are currently all about. And also, of course, yeah, we are scared about our relatives, about our parents, and stuff like that. But I got asked about the spring opening that will happen on March 20th, and I was already thinking about creating a video, but was too much into my into the project that I'm currently working on. But then I thought, yes, I wanted to give you my very personal ritual. Maybe you also already experienced or celebrated a similar ritual. There are several rituals how you can celebrate the new beginning of spring, of a new cycle of the sun wandering into our very first zodiac sign, Aries, and therefore, invite spring to come back. And to be honest, you can do whatever feels right for you. I really think that the best thing how to celebrate and invite spring back into our life is to spend time outside, to spend it in nature, with nature, being 100% conscious about what's around, what we are in this whole big world, and to take good care of nature. So the best thing would be to be in the woods, be in the meadows, or be at the seaside, wherever you are right now, and to consciously seek in everything that is currently happening on our mother planet Earth. And this is not just, like a virus going around or something like that, but we can already see life coming back to our mother planet Earth. Flowers are already growing, the sun is coming more and more into our everyday, and we see that life is created again. So, normally, I spend this time in nature with my beloved ones. This is something that is kind of not that possible right now because we should stay at home, and we also shouldn't have that much contact with other people. So, of course, the best thing would be to celebrate like a big feast outside in the nature, to have a picnic, to have beautiful walks and hikes, like something like that. And yeah, to really live in nature. But I would recommend to, if you have the chance to be in nature or outdoors, do so, alright? But if not, you can also create this ritual at home alone. You don't need anyone else to celebrate it with but yourself. Um, or yeah, if you have a balcony or something like that, like this is also not a night ritual, but it wants to be celebrated at the day. The best would be like to celebrate it the whole day, to start in, like in the morning with a walk in nature, with a hike, and then to spend the whole day in nature until you rest under the moon at night, and to have a look at the stars, to invite everything, because we are celebrating all of the cycles at this day, all right? Like we are celebrating not only spring, but the whole new year that is allowed to come, and therefore all of our four seasons. And I have made like a little illustration for you, or a sketch more, to show it to you. I will also post it later on. But first, um, what I was thinking currently when I thought about, the feast of springtime, I was thinking about a specific tarot card, and this tarot card means a lot to me. It's not the star, although it could be meant to be the star, because the star is like the fresh new beginning, where everything starts to bloom and grow again. So this is also a card of the star. But when I think back at my spring feasts, like the card of the Three of Cups was completely coming into my mind. I show it to you. This is the card, and you see three women celebrating life, themselves, fertility, all of the stuff. And this also symbolizes for me spring equinox, because it's about us celebrating lives again, like we awake out of the death of winter and start to bloom and grow again. And this card means a lot to me, because this card is also connected to all of my Mooniverse members, because always when I have a tarot reading and this card shows up, I know it's about the Mooniverse Club, and therefore about you babes, and therefore I love the card. I think it's so beautiful that the universe sent me this card of women celebrating themselves and life for the Mooniverse Club. This is just perfect for us, right? And yeah, it's really a feast that wants to be celebrated no matter what's going on right now in the world. Like maybe this is even a better time to celebrate life, and we are in a phase that is difficult. We still have so much to be grateful for, and this spring feast is a complete feast of gratitude, of love, of pure gratitude. It's totally a gratitude feast. And the ritual that I create, I will also tell you a little bit behind, and also about me. I used to create a lot of rituals, to be honest. Like before I became a coach and spiritual modern mystic, I already created rituals for years, and it was not about the rituals that I create right now. They were very witchy, very spiritual. I also create spiritual rituals now, but they are more focused on self-improvement. And these rituals were kind of more traditional or really ancient rituals. This is what my mother gave me, what I read in her books and stuff like that, and what I learned not only from her but also from other elder women, and also what I learned myself. And when I think back, I guess I started to create rituals like very consciously with the age of 10, I guess. And I created a lot of rituals. This is what I did in my free time, but it was kind of very maybe spooky or weird to others, but it helped me a lot to understand life and to understand myself and to work through specific phases and emotions. And I mostly did them in nature and with natural equipment, material, but also at home. And some of them were very spooky because I was always connected to higher spirits. I saw them as ghosts when I was a child. I saw a lot of things, I felt a lot of things, and this is how I connected with them, because I thought if I already feel and see them, they want to give me a message, or there's something that I have to know or to give to others as well. So Yeah, this this is like my background of rituals. So I know a lot about ancient rituals. Mm, yeah, but I don't do them that much anymore, except someone wants me to do them for, like, yeah, achieving a specific, yeah, vision or something like that. So, but this is somehow also like an ancient ritual and or also like traditional ritual. So, how I usually spend this day and what I also try to do this year is to spend the time in nature, outdoors, and to already appreciate and worship everything that's around, and if I see some specific things, or if I feel that a place feels like very special or mystical or something like that, or just give me an energy, I will rest. And these are places where you usually receive messages if you are just open to receive. So whenever you feel like a special feeling when you are in nature, just rest and connect with what's around. And maybe you will also find like one place that feels like super special, or you already have a place in mind where you would love to create a ritual because nobody will be there, no one will disturb you, because this is something very important if you are like also kind of new to creating rituals. Like for me personally, it's not that much a problem if someone, like disrupt me in my ritual. I already had like very beautiful experiences when being outside of people asking you things and being very interested. But if you're still unsure or insecure, try to, yeah, make it very cozy and, yeah, secure for yourself. And if you have found that place, usually it's, for example, mine is a place where I find something specific that really inspires me, like a wooden piece that has like a special energy in itself, or a stone or something like that. And then I just rest, and maybe I will create an altar right at this place with everything I found around this specific thing. Or maybe I will also take some things with me if I have a specific place where I want to do it. So you can decide how to do it, or you can also take them with you home. But if you create a ritual at home, I would love that you bring everything that you have taken from nature afterwards back into the nature, and to also create after your ritual a little altar for nature. Like this is what I did always when I was younger. Every time I was in the wood, I created a little nature to worshipping our mother planet Earth. And somehow, like when I grew up, I unlearned it, or I was so much in my mind and always thinking and more busy and stuff like that. And when I came back, or always when I come back to my mother and we go into the woods, she reminds me that if you are in nature, this is a time where you truly have to let go, or are allowed to let go. And you should be like 100% into the now, appreciating what you have around, alright? And this is also why you're allowed to create an altar for nature. So I would love you to do this as well if you are in nature, to send signs to nature, but also to people who stop by, to also remind them that we are allowed to do something for nature, we are allowed to give something back. Alright, so if it's time, if you have already like all of the material collected in the woods, in the meadows, at the seaside, wherever you are, find yourself in the place where you want to create your ritual. Usually I had like kind of a picnic with my best friends, or yeah, mostly my best friends or my family and the friends of my mother. I remember big feasts of so many women celebrating this feast, having like big tables of food in nature and like very, very beautiful. But you don't have to spend it with many people, all right? So yeah, I will make it with my husband and my fox, for example, this year, because we are not allowed to do like a big feast. Yeah, so I will have like a little, like a carpet, or yeah, something where you allowed to truly create your ritual. And then it's not like just a small altar, but this altar can be very big. So I will create a big circle around my carpet, around myself. I'm in the middle of the circle, all right? I've drawn it for you. I don't know if you can read everything. Just stop and have a look at this picture. So this is you, all right? And this is like the whole circle around you. And then I will have 4 points. Like these points here, oops, they represent a candle that I will put on. Some people also love to work with 3 candles that symbolize like, the past, the present and the future. You can also do so. I will work with 4 candles representing the 4 seasons that are now allowed to come, and use white candles, white fresh candles, because we are starting a completely new cycle, and they always symbolize like purity and a new beginning. So, all right, let's see. So I will create this ritual, and like this cycle that I will create, I will do that with things I selected in the wood or that I have taken with me. You can take crystals with you. You can pick up some fresh flowers, or yeah, some fresh flowers from the meadow, and just create a little or a big cycle, right? And we start here, or at this quarter, all right? This quarter symbolizes the birth, the new beginning, and the element air, all right? So make this cycle to, like north, east, south, and west, all right? And this cycle represents east, and this is also how I will look like, or yeah, like this, and I will turn myself, and I start like after creating this circle. Like you can also create this circle in specific colors. This first one, let's start. So, and this first one symbolizes the element air, the new beginning, the springtime, and is in the color yellow, all right? So yellow symbolizes the element air, freshness, something like that. You can also put like yellow crystals like citrine or stuff like that into this cycle of yellow flowers as well. And I praise everything that is connected to the element air, like every angel, guides, animals, everything that is connected, with the element air. I will worship and praise, and I will send out my love and honor to everything connected to the element air. So the angel that is connected to the element air is Raphael, for example, and if you also want to work with the chakra, it's the third eye. So here at the beginning, I open my third eye and I start the new beginning. I get reborn again, and I worship the air that we are allowed to breathe, all animals that are flying in the air, all birds, all butterflies, like everything around that. And yeah, I create a little ritual for this element. Then I wonder, like I empower it outside but also inside myself. So I wander further. I turn myself to south. and therefore to the element fire. You know, like this is life force, this is life energy, this is power, this is also sexuality, but it's more the power of creation, of the creation of life. It's connected with our solar plexus, our center, and the archangel Michael. And this chapter, or this quarter, you can make red energy, fire energy, red crystals, carnelian, or stuff like that, and it symbolizes summer. So after empowering this, I wander further into the west, and here I have the element water. So just go back to fire. So fire, what I like appreciate and honor is like the sun, the warmth, the love, like everything that warms our heart, our lives, and stuff like that. So west, Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, it symbolizes autumn, so it's more about our inner world, it's more calm already, and it's all about our emotions. Alright, therefore also like the color of blue, water energy, it's the depth. So this is a more calm part, and you are allowed to worship and honor everything that is connected with water. The water that we are allowed to drink, we are also mostly made out of water, so this is why the moon affects us so much as well. Or all water animals, you know, like everything that is connected to water, the moon as well. So this is where I put my energy in, and then I end it at the end. And this symbolizes the earth, so we are at north. And therefore the element earth, it's winter, it's the total silence, it's all natural material. So I will have many stones and wooden pieces in this part, very green and earthy tones. And like the archangel that is connected to north is Ariel, and it's the root chakra. All right, like we were wandering from the third eye into the solar plexus, into the sacral chakra with the water energy, with west energy, and then we are at our root chakra. So we also opened all of our major chakras. You can also empower them, the other ones in between, like your throat chakra and stuff like that. But these are the main chakras, and you also you connect with all of the important archangels, the seasons, and you appreciate every phase to come, every situation in life, and every emotion that you will feel, because with each quarter there are so many other parts connected. Like this is just a quick overview that I give you, but there's so much that you can also connect with it. All right, and this will be like a pretty longer ritual. Of course, you can also do like the normal stuff as well. Like I will surely read my tarot cards, of course. Like I will ask questions like, what is like my main guiding card? What message do I need now for this new season, for this new cycle? What challenges may appear? Which messages shall guide me? Like everything that just comes into your mind, make it very intuitively. Don't put any pressure into it. You also don't have to create this ritual. What it's really about at this day is to celebrate life and life's energy, and that after every silence and death, life will appear again. Like this is the main message, that it's always a cycle, you know, it's never ending, hopefully. You know, we don't know what happens to Earth, but then something else will happen, you know, and it's really about just appreciating and celebrating the process and all of the phases of life. And if you also don't have any time, or you're not in mood to do it on Friday, you can do it whenever you want to do it, all right? I often create this ritual together with my new moon ritual. Maybe I will also do so. I will see on Friday. You know, like if I don't feel in the mood to do so, don't put any pressure into it. Like for me personally, the new season or every new month or chapter always begins with the new moon. So this is the time where we completely start a new season, and maybe I will create this ritual together with the new moon, you know. I really think that this is also a very beautiful new moon ritual, by also manifesting with each and every part, with each and every topic. You can also do so if you want to, you know. I think this is also a beautiful idea. And yeah, so powerful days are ahead, right? Like big days of changes, and not only outer but also inner changes, and there's a lot to face. But yeah, with this new beginning, we are also allowed to see that after rain comes always sun, and the earth needs these phases. Also, we need like resting phases. I really think that all of us felt pretty good in these like calmer days in Pisces season, and now it's time again to, you know, get back into movement, into fire, to do things and stuff like that. It's all about the balance. We need always both. So have a beautiful feast of love, of gratitude, of spring. Celebrate it with your loved ones. Maybe you can show this ritual to a person that will also love it, or maybe you open, you know, like a new portal for someone else, because now it's really about, yeah, compassion and yeah, taking good care of each other. And I think rituals like these totally help us. So do a meditation, do some spells, you know, like in each quarter you are in, make one sentence that is very, very powerful. I don't know any sentence right now, but I will definitely form them after, I guess, after creating this circle of natural material. I will create some words that I want to spell. It's really like a magic spell, and I truly love to yeah, like, you know, the spoken word has such a great power, and the earth will feel it. All right, it was so beautiful. A bat was just flying, because it's already dark, right? Night already came, and I just saw a bat, and bats are one of my favorite animals. Yeah, so I wish you a beautiful feast. Send me pictures if you want to. I will share them with the Mooniverse Club. I really think that it's beautiful to inspire each other. Also, if you want to share a little ritual, do so. I guess each and every member will be so grateful and thankful for also receiving like other ritual experiences, or stuff like that. This is my ritual that I do like each and every year. Last year I didn't do it, but I created an altar in nature. I was hiking in Italy at this time, and you don't have to do any rituals. It's just about appreciating nature and to give something back. You know, like nature is always giving us something, and we have to give so much back, and it's so easy to appreciate her and to create something beautiful out of her without destroying her. So it's important that also after the ritual you clean everything and you give everything back to nature because it is hers. Another thing that you can do is to send out a very strong and beautiful manifestation or intention. I used to do it like I was writing down like 3 wishes on like little pieces of paper, and I was like burying them into like the earth where I created the ritual. I guess I won't bury pieces of paper this year because like the earth already has enough of this, but maybe I will burn burn these pieces of paper, and therefore like the earth receives some ashes, what is good for her. And I will definitely create a manifestation ritual. You can also bury some crystals that mean a lot to you, like this is something that you give back to the earth. I already did it sometimes, and it's beautiful to return to the places years later, and sometimes you find them, sometimes not, and maybe someone else has it, or an animal, or whatever. It's little treasures. So enough from me. Now it's time to say goodbye. And I love you, babes. You're doing so well, and we've got this. Nature got it. Like it all has a reason why it's happening, and we will understand so much later. But the earth is currently healing herself, and we can give so much healing energy also to the earth. It's time to now give so much back to her. So I love you. Send all my love to you.